rather be employed all the time. But in reality, I was sitting there and I remember I had gone bonkers after for a little bit because I was unemployed. And I had said, I'm young in my faith. I had just got baptized. I'm just trying to figure out my life. I'm just trying to get started in this new life in Christ. And I said, God, listen, I'm driving in my car. I said, listen, I have the faith. I believe in you.
Hmm.
I just need a job. I'll do whatever you want me to do. I'll wash toilets, I'll buff floors, whatever you need.
Hmm.
And my phone goes off, and it's a message from Indeed, and it's for a banking job. And I'm thinking to myself, this is a terrible idea, so I'm going to do it. And so I did it anyway. And I applied for the job, and I told my wife, and she was like, Brian, do not waste those people's time. What's wrong with you? You're not you need me to count for you. How are you going to count for others? And I said, that's maybe it was a bad idea. But it came out the same time I asked God, so I assumed that God told me to go and do it. So as we progress through that, the bank calls me and says, "Hey, we want to talk to you." And I was like, "Don't you go there and waste their time. Don't do that." I said, I did the opposite because I'm really good at that. Just do the opposite. So I went and I went on this interview, and the craziest thing happened. I was in there talking to the lady. We did not talk about the job. We just talked about myself and sales and things like that. And the assistant manager walked in. He goes, "Tell me about Celebrate Recovery." Somehow, every conversation I'm involved in, Celebrate Recovery comes up, and I had never met the man before in my life. And I told him a little about it in my journey. He goes, "Well, I've been sober 32 years." He turns around and walks out of the room. And the lady says, "Okay, thanks for meeting with us today." That was it. I wasn't even there that long. I got dressed up for nothing, I feel like.
Yeah.
And we shook hands and we left. The very next morning, my phone goes off. It's their HR department making me an offer for the job. And I thought, you got to be kidding me. I was like, okay, no problem. So I got a job, to help financially with our household and then to just get out of the house. And while I'm there, I meet a lady who works next to me, and she just asked, "What do you do when you're not here?" I said, "Well, I'm at Celebrate Recovery." She goes, "What is that?" And I told her. And my faith brought me to this point in my life. I had given my life to Christ. I had lost my job. I trusted that God would get me another one, and He did.